Hello, is this working? All right, we're back. Welcome, everyone, to day 25, 1/4 of the way done to the 100 Days of UI Design Challenge. Still can't believe we made it this far, but we did. Today's UI design is super special. It's inspired by witches, which is fun. It has a lot of magic in its theme. It has a lot of fun stuff in its core, and also it covers some of the really cool awards style UI design techniques that we promised. So this is just going to be one of the most fun, colorful, amazing streams ever. And let's just jump right into what we're going to be making today, because it's quite honestly one of the most fun UIs I've done in a really long time. Let's just switch to full screen. Hold on a minute. Oops, just give me a moment. Let me just get this whole thing started. And today we can just jump into one of the most fun awards style inspired effects that we've ever done on this channel. Here we go. So today's UI design is super duper cool. I'm sure you've seen this from the thumbnail. It's a lot of, there's so much catchy stuff that goes on here. Super duper fun, super duper amazing to build. You can basically navigate this amazing looking UI design bar. This whole thing is completely on a different level. Just a whole different animated slider that works super duper amazingly well. You can use this on your portfolio. All of these images, all of this text is going to be available in our Discord group. So just join the Discord group from the first link in the description. Super duper fun. Again, the one of the elements that we're going to be taking a look at, one of the elements that is common in this UI design and awards, one of the central elements here is the navigation that basically starts. Let's just go from the real beginning for this one. In the very beginning, you have this beautiful grow effect with these blobs that sort of goes on in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you start animating with these beautiful UI buttons, you not only have a navigatable bar here, you have a completion provider right here, and also all of these images slide in beautifully from all sorts of directions, from the left, from the right, from the top, and from the bottom. Super duper fun UI design, super duper colorful UI design also, if you consider the images. This is going to be quite honestly one of the most fun UIs we've ever built on this channel. Let's just jump right into it. So the very first thing you need to do is obviously install Figma. If you don't have installed Figma yet, go to your browser, whatever it is, Firefox, Mozilla, Google Chrome, whichever browser you do use, you just go right here and search for Figma downloads, and that's going to lead you to figma.com/downloads. Download Figma if you haven't yet. If you haven't installed Figma, what are you doing? Download your desktop app for Windows or Mac OS, whichever device you're on, and also make sure to join the Discord group. So if you go to the description of this video, you will find our Discord group, which I'm just going to log into really quickly. Right here, you will find all of the files that we're going to be using for this challenge. It's in the 100 Days of UI Design stream. So let's just get those images from there and we can just get started. Hold on. Let me just open up Discord really super quickly. I think I've got to load it. Give me a moment. We're just loading up Discord really quickly. In the meantime, enjoy the depth and detail of this UI design. Today is super duper awesome in terms of UI design. Give me a moment. This is day 25 of the 100 Days of UI Design, and we're just logging into Discord really quickly. I don't think we have the images yet. Let me just get the images. Hold on. Let me just get the images. I'll just post the images really quickly in the Discord group. So sorry about the delays. Unfortunately, they do happen. We'll just really quickly fix and share the UI design images and all of the text that we're going to be using today. It is honestly one of those projects which you cannot miss. Share this, use this in your very own portfolio. It's just the best UI design project ever. Give me a moment. I'm just going to share this really quickly with you all, so you can also build along to this video, because if I don't, then no one's going to be able to. Alright, and with that, in the Discord group, we have this folder which basically gives us access to all of the different images which we're going to be using for today's UI design. This has not only the three witches which we're going to be using, but it also has this text file which is super duper important to our stream, because a lot of the text that we're going to be using here in Figma all of this text, all of this really detailed stuff is not going to come from a random lorem ipsum text plugin. It is in our Discord group text file, which you can find directly from the first link in the description, which is .txt is the text file that we need. So let's just directly jump in. The first thing that we're going to do is download all of these images, of course, and also make sure Figma is installed on your device. If it isn't, just really quickly go ahead to figma.com/downloads, download Figma. And I'm just downloading all of these files now, starting with you all. The fonts are we're going to talk about the fonts because these fonts are from Google Fonts, quite free and available on Figma. So we're going to be looking at fonts. In the very beginning of Figma, you will just create a simple new design file. Super fun stuff, super cool stuff. We're going to be talking about fonts. You will not believe the level of detail and the level of depth you can find in free fonts. Like, I haven't downloaded these nor bought them from anywhere, and these are just free Google fonts. Unbelievable, right? We're going to be building this out today. So since this is a desktop UI, you just have to build a frame which has 1920 by 1080 pixels of width and height. And as I'm doing this, I realize this is the very first time we're using the Figma new UI. It just landed on my device yesterday, so I was just really excited to show you guys this really beautiful Figma UI. This has like these boxes which you can sort of move around and stuff. So again, quite difficult to navigate at first because I've been using the old Figma UI since the beginning of my career, which is a really long time ago. But again, this new UI has its cool features. Pawan says hi, Asad says hi, hello, welcome you all. So now we're going to click on Ctrl+Shift+K. This gives us access to all of our files, all of our images. We're going to download images. I think we only have 3 images. We're just clicking on open. And let's just get these images right here. So I find it really easy to just have all of your images in the same place. Then you don't have to always open everything. Yes, Figma Web also gives you equal access to everything else. So you can just open Figma Web and you can just follow along to this. Join the Discord group from the first link in the description, and that will give you access to the images and the text file which we're using for today. So in the description of this video, you'll find a Discord group link where you can find all of the assets and stuff. If anyone can't find it, just let me know in the comments and I'll just post it right here in the chat as well. If you can't find it, just let me know in the comments. Just really quickly let me know in the comments. I find that animations, which we are going to be testing out today a lot of, is really easy if you're using Figma application, but if you're using Figma Web, that works as well. So the main concept here today is that our screen is divided into two different sections, one of which is this section and one of which is this section. So the very first and most complicated aspect, even though it doesn't seem like it, of today's UI is this section. Let's just build out this component, this very navigable, very beautiful component, and then we can jump into making our complete UI design. Harsh says, where are you from? I am from India. So that is the reason we use Indian Standard Time mostly on the streams, but also GMT for international users as well. So I'm just going to I'm just going to stick to, yes, Asad says planet Earth. Exactly. I am from planet Earth. That's what I want you to know. I might be on Mars, but quite honestly, I would have to sign a non-NDA, so just not. Abhinant says hi. Hello Abhinant, welcome. Today we're building this super duper beautiful UI design. This is so fun, you guys. Let's just jump into the stream. Make sure to click on the like button, because if you don't, how am I going to come here live every single day at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, talk about making really cool UIs? Let's okay, just a quick poll, you guys. Red, blue, green or yellow, which should we start with first? Which component should we make? Because that's going to cover major parts of our screen today. Just really type which color which you want me to cover first, because honestly most of them look like me, so I don't know which one to choose. No, I'm kidding. Before we get into any color at all, of course we have to make sure we have a fill which is quite distinct from the one we're already using. So let's just go and choose a black. Abhinand says red, Asad says red. All right, red it is. Really dark shade. I love it. We'll just copy and paste it. And sticking with the audience poll, you know what, let's just get these objects, this rectangle and this image, out of this frame right now, because I find making this outside of the frame so much easier, because there is just so many elements to unpack which you don't know yet. Today we're going to be focusing on the background border radius, which is going to be a radial gradient for a border, a background color, which is going to be a radial gradient, and it's not what you'd think it is, so it's quite complicated if that is true. Asad says the one with the high contrast makes it eye-catching. Thank you so much. That's actually a really, really nice thing that I did not even consider. Wow. All right. Let's just get to the colors. So we have two colors, one outside, one inside. The most interesting part here is you want to think about whether you want to start from a darker shade and give the character a lighter aura, or you want to have a darker shade in the center and give the character a lighter aura. For this one, let's just keep maroon outside and have a lighter shade of red inside. So we're just going to go ahead and quickly, the first most important thing is you need to plan whatever you're designing, and then you can just, so we can either keep it dark in the center or you can keep it light in the center. I think keeping it light in the center actually gets the attention to the character, which is more important, which is the most important thing. So we're just going to stick to that. And once this is done, let's just really simply, let's just group these together. In fact, why is this red image not inside of our frame? We'll just put this inside of our frame and hopefully that fixes things. Now we're going to create a component out of this frame, and the reason we're doing that is because we're going to be replicating it a bunch of times for all of our other images. So we're just going to copy and paste it here once again. And now all that remains is we need to switch out this image. So you're just going to go right here, go to this image, click on upload from computer, choose whatever image you want. Let's just choose blue, and as soon as this image loads up, it just loads up perfectly in the center. If your image isn't perfectly in the center by any chance, make sure to shift it. Just make sure to shift it. You know what? Let me just shift the image. I think I should just get an image from outside, because you have cropping restraints when you upload from computer directly. That is a true concern that comes up later, but again, let's just place this however much centered we can do, considering the nails and everything. Now we're just going to get our image, the one we're using, and place this inside of our frame. I don't think you can do that. I think I made a mistake by even creating a component out of this, so I'm just going to have to redo that. Wow, Veera, good job. Let's just get this frame, and without creating any components, let's just copy and paste this here once again, and we're just going to go right here, create a duplicate of this blue image, and just get this down here as well. We've got a lot of people watching today. Just make sure to click on the like button, you guys. I come here live every single day, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and subscribe. Let's just get this image shifted completely in the center, and click on the frame, and now we're going to start adjusting our gradient as well. Again, once you've decided that you want a darker color to be outside and lighter color to be in the center, make sure all of your which images use the same exact pattern. Don't do the other thing around where you just do dark once and light in the center in the other. So let's just get this dark color from outside. You can make it lighter if you want, but the major concern is the colors have to be at least similar, so you can't have sea green working with this really light shade of blue. We're just going to place this in the center, and this gives it the really nice glow of a character in the center, which quite honestly, blue has more glow in all of these than anyone else, which is going to make this color a little bit dull, matching the skin tone of the character itself. But I don't think I can do that without exceeding time constraints. So yes, you can use eyedropper from the image. That is exactly what we're doing to save up on time. Now I'm just going to copy and paste both of these, because again, need to replace two. This is quicker this way, nothing too complicated about it at all. And we're going to duplicate the other two images, which, by the way, such beautiful witch images. Drop in the comments what you think about these witch images. I had to look for a really long time to find them, so just let me know what you think about the latest heroes of our UI design adventure. Super duper fun. Let's just get rid of the blue image, because quite honestly we don't need it. Let's just delete it and place this image completely aligned with this border. So we're just going to zoom in if it isn't visible completely. And the red line, once the red line appears, you know it's in the center. You can shift it by a couple of pixels or click on this button. That's also going to align things perfectly in the center for you. But sometimes this stick leans in the direction too much, so you just have to shift it, and this is just one of those things which you have to do from the eye. And again, we're just going to do this again. Let's just get rid of the red image once again. And Asad says, so beautiful for these witches. Hansel and my respect for Hansel and Gretel increased. That is so true. That is so true. Hansel and Gretel, respect. Abhinand says, looking scary. That's actually the theme we were going for, because I noticed on the stream we were having a lot of cutesy stuff going on, and I was just like, let's just have some fun. Let's just make things look scary. Let's just make things look really cool. Again, you might stumble upon orange, which is quite disappointing. It's really hard to get to gold at first, which, by the way, you guys, every single day when we make this UI design, I post on my Instagram stories what we're going to be making the other day. We just started this quite recently, so if you all are not following me on Instagram, which is available in the description of this video, you are missing out on big spoilers on how to just make these UI designs. Just should have saved this for 30th or 31st October. Absolutely, I was thinking of the same thing, but I just built this out yesterday, and then I do not have the patience to wait for another 45 days. So I was just like, heck it, we're going to make it today. I think I'll do something similar, or maybe sort of revisit it, do something else similar to this on October 31st as well, because we had a lot of leftovers and stuff to do. So this is going to be quite similar to what we're going to be building in October as well. Not exactly similar. Now, if you have made a silly mistake like me putting the bright color outside, you can just use this button to sort of reverse the whole thing. Go to our next blue color right here, choose a green from which is from the cape of the witch itself, and this looks like a bad color enough, so you just have to make sure the color looks dull and dirty enough. And I think this is pretty much it. This should be a little bit more bright, but other than that, I can't really think of much else to do. I think a couple of people on the chat today are being a little bit disrespectful, you guys. So just mind yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start banning people, because the most important thing here is to maintain the best UI design community ever. Let's just, it does take a little while to adjust to the perfect gold shade, because getting the right shade, especially in a weird gradient environment like this, is just quite honestly impossible, but I'm doing everything I can. All right, this looks fine. This looks fine. And now 70% of the hard part of this UI design is done. I know it doesn't feel like it, but 70% of the hard part of this UI design is complete. This is just, you can just keep on adjusting the colors if you want, but at the end of the day, 70% of this hard part is done. You can get rid of these images if you like. I'm just going to keep them because honestly, they are so beautiful, super duper inspirational. I might learn makeup from these beautiful women who just happen to be Miss Worlds and also the focus of our UI design today. So we're just going to get the very first frame. Oops, we got the image. We need to get the frame. Make sure all of these frames are of the same sizes. That's the main reason we sort of copy pasted them. And we're just going to place this right here. The very first thing that happened when we started animating this was when you click on R, this beautiful, I don't know if you're noticing this beautiful blob sort of grew in size for like 2.5 seconds, which is another cool effect which happens on award sites when you load them, or happens on any advanced sites when you load them. So those effects are going to be ones we're going to be taking a look at. Pawan says, by applying blur, we can extract the major colors, I suppose. I think you could do that. But I don't think it's necessary. Like, you could just eye it, because right now both of us know this shade of red and this shade of red are as similar as they get. So as long as, like, again, if it suits you, good, that's great. But once you start to go on the advanced side of UI design, you just eye it and it works. So it just takes a little bit of experience. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a black color in the background of this beautiful UI design. Hello, I hope my sound is back. So sorry about that. We need to do something about this mic because quite honestly it's really annoying right now, but I'm just trying to get this adjusted and get this whole thing working. I hope I'm visible nicely as well. Let's just hope and pray I'm visible nicely. This is way too much visibility. All right, I think that looks good enough. All right, so the next thing we're going to take a look at is, since this UI design is having a really rich bougie field, which you see in only advanced sites, the font is really important for all sites which are bougie and expensive, and I don't even know what to call it. Font is really important. Font which we're going to be using for today, let's just increase the font size so you all can see what I'm talking about, is Remju, and I know this is just enter right now, but we're just going to select it, search for Remju. What? I think it was Remju. Let's keep on searching. It starts from R. This I just made a fool of myself. Did I? Where did the font go? Hold on a minute. I thought it was Remju. Wow. Embarrassment. On stream. Let's here it is. Where did it go? I just saw it. Rere. Reem. Is it Reemju? What? Where did it go? I have to check this now, you guys, because I'm so sorry if this is quite inconvenient, but I just either I forgot the name of the font, which is also embarrassing, or the font doesn't exist at all, in which case how does this UI design exist? This is super embarrassing and also super weird. Let me just check the name of this font. So sorry if what? Hold on. Where did the font go? Where did the font go? It was right. It was. Y'all saw that, right? The font was right. Why is this not working anymore? All right. The font just vanished. Super duper fun. Ashmit says hi, hello, welcome. And while I'm doing that, my font vanished. So I think I have to fix that as well. You know what? Let's just get these font issues stars. So if you use Adobe fonts like me, which I thought this was a Google font Remju, but I'm just going to have to fix this now on stream. I completely thought Remju was a Google font, but it turns out it's an Adobe font. So we're just going to have to fix this error. In case anyone has these errors, just copy this, you guys. You see where I mess up, and then you also get to see me mess up grandly. Wow, this is not working at all. Remjoo. Was it here? Because if it wasn't, then I'm going to be super duper embarrassed. Let's hope it was here. Truly hoping this was here. Wow, it is not here as well. Now I have to check Google Fonts. This is getting out of hand. This situation is messed up. This is so messed up. I thought I knew the name of the font, and then the font goes away. I think it's in Adobe Fonts. Maybe I have to reinstall it. It's not in Adobe Fonts as well. What a scandal. I hope I'm using that term correctly. Google Fonts, no, it is the curse of the witch. Oh my god, you're right. 4 different witches, one single UI design. A lot of them have very inspirational faces. Like check out these 4 witches, you guys. I think it is the curse of the witches. I think it's the curse of the witches. I have to search for this. Wow, why is Google Font not loading today? Are you seeing this? Curse of the witches. I pulled out the witches too quickly. Should have waited 45 days for Halloween. It is not on Google Fonts either. Now I have to Google the whole thing. I'm so sorry if this is. Now I see Remju on 1001 fonts. How did I don't use 1001 fonts. I haven't used 1001 fonts. I don't think I have. B, how the hell did that font end up there? You know what, you guys. I promised to get you this UI design fixed. Let's do something. Let's not worry about the font. Let's just close this. Let's just undo this whole thing. Here's what we're going to do. We only use this font. I completely understand the outrage that this is. You could use Playfair Display, which we can. Otherwise, here's what we're going to do. If you want this exact font, if you like this exact font, we're going to copy this and export this as images. And then you all can use these as images, and we're going to share this on the Discord group. So I'm just going to take these images right here, and I'm just going to copy and paste them. I truly don't know where that font was from and where it went away. Maybe Google Fonts removed it. Maybe someone just installed it weirdly on my device. But I'm just going to take all of these fonts and I'm going to share them as images on the Discord group. while that does not happen, we can just use Playfair display italics for the whole thing. So just don't worry about it. If anyone wants this font, just type I in the chat. If you want this font, then I'll share this using images and stuff like that. If you don't want it, we can just go with Playfair display. Just type I in the chat really quickly, because this font scandal has been quite fun today. Curse of the witches, truly. If you guys want this font, just type I in the chat and I can just send you the font through images. Again, a couple of Pawan says we'll do an online exorcism. I am speechless now, because I think you all might need to call the Christian priest. I don't think it might work. I don't think it would work because I'm not Christian either, but it's so messed up. Anyways, let's just leave this font. Honestly, it seems to be cursed, and I think you all are getting that as well. Let's just leave this font. And we can go back to Playfair. And we can go back to Ashmit. Why did I say that? I didn't intend on saying that. I'm just reading random stuff from the chat. This is let's stick with Playfair display italics, something we've done. What is happening? What is the name of this witch? I forgot the name of the witch. Please, someone perform an online exorcism, please. This is getting out of hand. We can go to the download section. We can go to the download section. We can get our text file. By the name of Asad is sending us the wishes, the exorcism wishes that we need. By the name of the holy figma, I wonder evil bugs leave the song. Actually, this new Figma UI, the Figma UI of Sin, came in yesterday night. This got shipped, and I was up all night yesterday just designing this stuff. So by the name of Figma, I ordered the evil bugs to leave the software. Super duper fun. Anyways, Orina is the name of the very first gold witch. In fact, the red, let's start with the red witch, Veera. Online exorcism. I'm so sorry if this is distracting, but online exorcism is a little bit more than I would have expected. Use Playfair display. Don't use Playfair. Don't be an idiot like me. Again. Alright, I'm going to make one thing extremely clear now. I appreciate all of you being here in the chat and chatting and sharing all of these wonderful exorcism details with us. Can we stick to topics? Can we stick to topics related to design and I think can we just stick to topics related to design, because honestly it gets distracting after a while. Put on that pink thing. Hello Faizan, what pink thing are you talking about? What's a pink thing? I don't know what pink thing is. I might be embarrassing myself. I am so sorry. Alright, now we go now we're back to design. Alright, I think we need to focus back to design. Let's just jump right into the design once again. So the first font, Remju, failed us miserably. Forget all about it. We're never going to talk about it again on this stream. Playfair display italics is the one that we're using. And also the next font that we're going to be using is outfit, but we're going to change the letter spacing by a whole lot. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you the most regal font in the whole world. Put on that pink thing, 200 subscribers special. If we complete 300, you know what subscriber number are we at? If we complete 270 subscribers today, I'll put on the pink thing. Should I wear the red weird wig? If any of you guys saw that, if I get 3 yeses, I'll wear the red wig. But it's actually quite far away, so we might have to break up the chat. I don't want to do that. Let's get the Fire Queen. And this is, again, we'll just change the font color to white. This is now one of the good fonts. I hope the witches haven't cursed this font either. Let's just switch the font case to capital. Did anyone do the online exorcism? Because I don't think I feel the effects yet. I think today's design is slowed down and quite weird, honestly. Can someone perform the online exorcism for me, please? How would you even go about performing that? Like, internet is such a new technology. How would you perform an online exorcism? I think this is my mistake. I let 4 weird witches in the UI design, and I think I'm facing the consequences of that. I might start doing witch UI designs every single day now, because exorcism is the most fun we've had on this UI design stream in a really long while. It's a curse, not a possession. I'm so sorry if exorcism won't work. How do you take off curses, by the way? How do you take off curses? Can anyone clarify that for us? Atul Kumar says, can you suggest best laptop for web UI design under 50k? This is I use Asus TUF Gaming 500, but I purchased that like 5 years ago, so it might have been outdated. Asus TUF Gaming worked very well for me. B, Atul Kumar, I hope you're not the Atul Kumar that I know, because if you are, then this is a really embarrassing question too. It's an internal joke, you guys. If you know me personally, then I'm pretty sure you're pulling my leg here, because this is honestly a cursed day. But if you're not the person who knows me, then Asus TUF Gaming, GeForce with NVIDIA graphics card. Asus TUF 15, I'm not sure with Asus TUF 15, but I used Asus TUF Gaming GeForce, I think 5000, 8000, I don't remember anymore. It was like 5 years old, so I don't think they make that anymore. They might have something from the Asus TUF Gaming range, but I honestly quite trust it after this long. So this second one is the second laptop that I started using quite recently, which isn't the best for UI design, is Asus VivoBook. It has a nice laptop hinge, but not the best UI design because the colors and stuff bounce off. This wasn't my primary laptop, but again, we don't always decide the things that we use. Slayer says hi Slayer. Neha says it's good evening. Good evening, Neha. And now here's the magic, you guys. Here's the magic. Your font will start to look good when you start to add a little bit of font spacing in the middle. So let's just switch to 9% because that's the best one in my opinion. But again, super duper fun. Alright, so people are discussing the laptops. You can find a good laptop from the discussion. We've got a couple of smart people in the chat and also a couple of people watching who are not. You know who you are. I hope this isn't I'm not familiar with the ProArt series or MacBook, anything with Apple at all. I don't know why. I just never tried Apple. I just never ended up trying Apple. Again. If you guys have any suggestions on how to perform online exorcisms, decurse Figmas, just please send it over. Please send it over. Can you suggest the best laptop for web UI design under 50k? Ashmit asks us that question. Stop it. Ashmit, can you ask something of real value? Can you ask something that's actually either funny or deja vu 60k? Alright, I'm just going to get my attention away from the chat because y'all are too funny for my sense of humor. It's way too funny. Alright, so we've just reduced the font size and this is where the magic starts to happen. You switch your font family to outfit. Pawan says, I never tried Apple. My uncle's a doctor. Okay, Apple keeps the doctor away. So funny, you guys. Why do we all keep sending each other silly jokes and then I start laughing at them? I hope y'all are laughing as well, because otherwise I just have a really low tolerance for the joke level and just start laughing at all. Anyways, we need to increase the font size maybe a little bit, because quite honestly it's required. And let's just increase this here as well. Would you guys want to know, you know what, let's just sort of adjust this. I know an inside joke, the one that I was laughing at. Do you guys want to know about it? Because that would be quite funny. Do you guys want to know the inside joke which I've been laughing at for the last 2-3 live streams? I think I'm in a position to reveal it now. And now we're just going to building out the navigation bar. Lots of hearts in the reactions of this video. Anyways, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have navigation section working here as well. Oops, I think we're on the wrong screen. This is the one I'm talking about. Forget the Remju disaster that happened 15 minutes ago. This is the navigation section that we're building, and while we're doing that, I'm also going to dive a little bit into the inside joke that I was laughing at since the last 2 days. So, all right. I don't know if I should say this, because I think I might get in trouble. Abhinanth will answer your question in just a moment. I think I should start revealing the inside joke. A lot of you have called out a very, very dear friend of mine, and I know I am so against weird comments in the chat. I know I'm so against weird comments in the chat. I always am. A lot of you, being the wonderful designers that you all are, a lot of you called out a really good friend of mine in the chat who was, honestly, I'm not sure if that was over the line. I think it was. Quite honestly, I think it was over the line. And this might cost me the friendship, although the comments themselves were really, really weird as well. I hope the people get the hint. If you still don't understand the joke, just let me know and I'll just go further into it, because the more I talk about this topic, the worse the consequences are. So we're just flipping this horizontally now, and wavy patterns are made with the pen tool. This is blobs that wavy patterns are basically blobs, so you just call wavy patterns blobs. If anyone wants to know a little bit more about that joke, I'll open up, but again, the more I speak, the more trouble I'll get into. So well, I discovered the channel just today, so don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. If you all understood what I'm talking about, because I've been talking about it since yesterday non-stop, then I don't think I should say anything anymore. But if you didn't, then I think I will increase on what I said. Alright, so I am so not... Alright, here's the thing. We've got an Ashmit in the chat who keeps on putting weird messages, and I would have blocked anyone else, absolutely anyone else, which I do, if those messages were ever intentional or ever weird. But here we've just got a commonplace real life friend and troll who just wants to derail the whole video with a lot of funny jokes, and I don't know how to respond, and I think that's the goal of this prankster amongst us. I don't know how to respond to weird messages which are now retracted but you can find them in the YouTube streamers section, so I don't know how to react yet without jeopardizing our friendship, which isn't this real personality at all, and I'm just babbling gibberish right now. So the first thing that we need to take care of is the blobs here, and also one navigation section here, one navigation section here. So let's just dive into the navigation section as well, while we're building the second navigation section out here as well. Did anyone understand what I was just talking about? Because now I just feel like I'm babbling to myself. Just make sure to lock it, and so it just... We're going to lock it, so make sure the size remains the same. Did anyone understand what I was talking about? I was talking about the fact that I've got a really good friend, real life friend, who just realized that I come here live every single day, talk about UI design, does not understand UI design, isn't a UI designer, which is completely acceptable. And just for fun, started typing out these weird and uncomfortable jokes, and I see a lot of you getting really, really mad and just public boycott, which is, I don't know if it's called for, I don't know if it's uncalled for, I don't know if what's going to happen now that I've publicly announced this whole thing. But if you're watching, Ashmit, stop it. Uncalled for, weird. I don't know how to answer these things, especially on stream. Can we just stick to not weird stuff which doesn't make me and everyone else watching uncomfortable? I'm not mad, I'm just stating facts. And this person doesn't even have any weird bad intentions too. Like one of the sweetest people I know, real life, good friends, great friends, just decided to come here and have fun. We've got so many people watching. I think there's a really, really high chance you're watching as well. And just I'm pretty sure just this we're going to have this conversation later today, because this was getting out of hand, and even I didn't know how to address it at all. I don't know if I did the right thing, I did the wrong thing, and I do not have a clue. Make sure this vector is inside your circle, by the way. We have an extra vector here. Why is there an extra vector here? Let's just delete this extra vector, because no one needs this extra vector. Did I do the wrong thing? Did I do the right thing? I don't know. Anyways, let's just jump to our UI design stream. Jump right back. Take this box. Place this inside of one single group, because you want all of your main contents in one single group, grouped together. Let's just align this perfectly in the center. Alright, I think we are 90% done in what we're doing here today. Let's just go to the next section and talk about the blobs that we're building out. So even though the fonts crapped out on us, let's just build these blobs out with the pen tool. Really, really simple build, nothing complicated at all. You're just going to take the pen tool. Even though they seem daunting at first, they're extremely simple. Place your pen tool at one place, place your pen tool at another place, sort of just drag it around, and then just sort of repeat the whole thing again, and then just repeat the whole thing again. And now I think Ashmit is mad at me, so suggest the top 10 ways to apologize in the chat now. Let's just topic detail कैसे add करें YouTube channel. How do I know that? Please keep the questions relevant. How would I know that? Yes, I am going out of frame. Let's just bring this inside and add a fill, because right now it's not visible either. Again, Ashmit, I apologize if I hurt your feelings. It's just really extremely, I don't know what to call. I sincerely apologize, but speechless now. Let's just leave it. Alright, let's just reduce this. Shah Rukh Khan, welcome. Ye sab moh maya hai. White looks good. We're going to reduce this opacity, and that's one of the main concerns here. 12% looks extremely fine. White looks good, feels like cake. What? Yes, it does, but this is a witch UI, so we have to keep things witchy. The next thing we're going to do is add a little bit of we actually added a complete copy of this here, and it just got hidden behind this image. So I don't know if we're going to just build out this half quarter of a circle or what to do now, but we're just trying to fix this. So let's just add a complete different blob here as well. So let's just place this here, because the other blob just sort of got hidden behind the screen, which isn't the most flattering look on a blob, which is built with a lot of difficulty. Oh, so nice, Shah Rukh Khan. I'm sorry if this is weird. Super nice. I understand that, Shah Rukh. Funny. Super duper funny. Anyways, we are so close to completing this UI design, and also I have a surprise for you today. Today we also are reviewing a really space. Today we are going to be reviewing a case study by someone in the Discord group who just posted it, and we were sort of procrastinating. I don't know why. But if you all have any case studies, any projects that you want me to review, share it in the Discord group general tab, and we can just sort of figure that out too. Alright, so the first thing we need to add is, so basically now we need to replicate this a bunch of times, and then we can get to animation. So this is just almost 90% sorted out. I don't know how to react to a couple of things on the stream sometimes. Wild, truly wild. Don't drag it like an idiot like me. And the way we build out these animations is you just copy it. You basically want this blue guy to come from outside. So you take it, place it inside of frame 1. Where is frame 1? Which is going to take it inside frame 1. Place it right there, and this is going to be outside. And now when this animates to this next frame, it has both the blue guy and the red guy, and so this blue which is outside of this frame is sort of going to slide in with Smart Animate. We're going to get to that really quickly. And let's just change the name as well. I'm basically renaming this to Celine, but if you guys select something else, type some other name, I'll just do that as well. Can you suggest some names for the witches, you guys? The sea siren. Suggest some name for the suggest some names for the witches. I'm sorry if I don't type out, if I don't speak perfectly. Guy, girl, you get the point. You get the point. Smart people, you all are getting the point. Alright, and now we're going to get this text changed as well. So let's just go right here, and Celine is the witch of the seas. Get this text changed. Come on, you guys, suggest some really nice name. Blue one, Jennifer. Is this a game? This is not a game. This is a very serious UI design. Why would this witch be called Jennifer? I am Shah Rukh Khan says IIT Bombay graduate, and she is teaching. Everyone believe Shah Rukh Khan impersonator. Everyone believe him. He is the true Shah Rukh Khan. IIT graduate. Ankush says Helena. We'll do Helena for the yellow one. I like the name Helena. Alright, let's just do the green one first. And if we, and again, this is going to slide in from the bottom. This is, you can decide which direction it slides in from. So we're just going to place this completely circumscribing this section, and then take another one and just place this in the bottom. So the name that we have here is Veera and Meriva or Veera. Oh my god, I'm so used to filling out forms at this point. I was typing out Veera and I typed out my own name. Super duper funny. Should I keep it to my own name? Should Should I keep it to my own name? No, you know what? I'll have some fun with this. I'll have some fun with this. Veronica is a really long name, because how would we even go about typing this out? Now, if you've taken a text that's quite big in size, if you don't know how to adjust it, you could either reduce the font size or shift the whole thing. So we're just shifting the whole thing right here. And now let's just get this text sorted out. Change the text. Again, make sure to right align things before you start, because if you don't, the worst thing about the current Figma UI is half of these icons looks like they're disabled, which is quite bad. Let's just get rid of all of these extra spaces and reduce any additional spaces that we do have, and then let's just we'll do the whole thing where we switch all of these names out. Why would the name be Kankshi? Why would the name be? This is oddly specific. I feel like you're just holding a grudge with someone against that name. By the way, if you want to hold a grudge like me. Start a whole damn internet show and then name the person who you want to make fun of on a which UI design. Oddly specific. I like Helena for the yellow one. Great suggestion by Ankush. And then we're going to change the red one's name as well. We'll take a couple of suggestions from all of you, so just don't worry. If we'll start with Ankush's suggestion. Just shift this above. Just take this from the frame. All right. Helga is also a very, very valid name. I don't know if. Hold on a minute. Let's just get this aligned perfectly in the center. What name should we use? Should we use Meriva? We'll use the one by Asad, Meriva. But again, this is extremely long. We should just get something smaller. Okay, Sammy, that's uncalled for. That's way too similar to my own name. Uncalled for. Helgan, no. Cecilia fits. We could do Cecilia. Cecilia is a good suggestion, and we'll just Cecilia is look at her face. She doesn't look like a Cecilia. She looks like a vomit queen. Which leads me to question why I agreed to do this in the first place. Why I agreed to make this. Wait a minute, I didn't agree. Why I decided to make Frostilla. That's extremely racist, I want to call, but at this point I don't even know what to call it. I don't want to offend communities on this live stream. Let's just Bellatrix is a good suggestion. If we had something black and a lot of space, we would have chosen Bellatrix, but we've chosen one by. Let's just go to frame 7 and just get this. Why is everything extremely big? We'll just close off extra frames if it's just causing a lot of concern to you, and just place it inside of the frame. Then you'd have the whole west. You know what, let's just stay away from that. People will Dora. All right, really quickly, I'm just going to go through the comments, get a couple of good ones. Helena was a good suggestion by Ankush. We'll just stick with Helena, and maybe we have to shift things around a little bit as well because of that. I liked Helena. This seems like a good name, but it's way too long. Let's stick with Helen. It's just way too long. Or we can just get another name. Olivia, since it is olive green. I think green is I think the green one is very, very intentional. I'm not going to switch that. I will switch all of these other ones. I will just change any UI's name to anything at all. I'll switch it. I won't switch this. Because you are extremely special to me. I won't switch this. We've got a couple of really, really cool. Alright, fine. Leona is the new comment. We'll just stick with Leona. How do I react to a couple of comments? All right. Celine is actually quite nice, but I'm going to switch that because Atul says Mario might be small, but we'll make it work. Mario might be small. In fact, it's quite funny how you'd call this Mario, but I'm going to stick with it because at this point it's way too funny. I thought yesterday was the most I was going to laugh on these UI design live streams, but every single day Inferna is actually a good name. We're just taking stupid names only. So to conclude this naming session for today, we have got a couple of beautiful which we have created the whole systems of UI designs of. The first one is Leona. I think this was a suggestion by Sammy. The second one is Mario, which was a suggestion by Atul. This third one is my own personal doing. You know who you are, and you are so special to me that I have renamed. We have this whole story of Shah Jahan making the Taj Mahal for his own special someone, and you are so special to me. I renamed this cool UI design, my favorite UI design, after you. I will always treasure this. I will put this as my display background picture for my desktop because just treasure this whole thing together. So perfect, so beautiful. And this is now, lastly we have Cecilia, which was a suggestion by Asad. We've tried to include most of you guys. Again, tomorrow's stream is also going to have a ton of these, so yes. Indian witches names. We're going to do a lot of witches sessions from now on. This is very funny, and also I love the curses, which is good job. All right. Before we move on, let's just review the number of witch names which we got. Helena, Sirenthia, Maya, Mariva, Tethira, Veronica, LOL, Lilith, Kangshi, Bianca, Helga, Cecilia, Bengali, Bellatrix, Vespera, Dora, Racist, Olivia, Olive Green, Salman Khan, Mario, Leona, Ruby, Mario again, Inferna, Veronica, and also Cage Candy. Alright, now the best part, animations. This is truly the part that Salman Khan the Green Black Buck Witch super funny. Alright, I have to do the animations now, otherwise we're not going to get the animations done. Salman Khan, you are presenting lovely offers, as did Shah Rukh Khan. They both presented lovely offers. Sadly, I have to deny. Sadly, I have to deny. Sadly, I have to deny all of your offers. Very funny. Alright, I'm just going to let this go now because we've had way too much fun. So, waiting for Lawrence Bishnoi to join the chat. let's just leave this conversation where it is. Alright, now we're going to think about making these animate at least for the very first UI. So you want the initial stage of this to be extremely small, and then you want that to scale up to become bigger. So this is going to be the initial state. This is only going to happen once, does not need to happen for all of these, but of course it does need to happen. So this is going to scale up to become this big. While we're taking care of that, we're also going to make sure these ones are these are absolutely perfectly aligned, because this needs to be completely white and the other one needs to be white with 21% opacity. Super duper important. Super funny today's stream. This is my favorite. This is my favorite ever. This is my favorite. You know who you are, and you'll always continue to be my favorite. Lovely, handsome witch. All right, let's just leave that joke where it has to be. Let's just change this to 100% opacity. Change this to 21% opacity. I'm so sorry for all the laughter, you guys, if that hinders your UI design journey. Although why should it hinder anyone's UI design journey when it's so essentially funny? Alright, now that we've taken care of this navigation section, this is when we're going to... Asad says, why does Ashmit is very male-like? Can we switch it to Ashmita? Let me be extremely clear. And I'm going to start animating after this. Let me be extremely clear to each and every one of you watching. I will never, in 1,000 years, change the name of this witch. I don't care if this does not sound like a witch. I don't care. I really don't care. Because this person is extremely special to me, and the fact that I get to feature them completely with their real image, with their real name on a UI design is out of this world. I did not think I would get this opportunity. I'm not going to let this go. You will have to live with it. Change your own green witch name to whatever you need to change it to. I'm not changing this. End of story. I'm not changing this. Never changing this. I think this 3 is here today, Nikhil. I don't think we have to defer the 3's welcome to any other days. I think this 3 is here today. I think we had a Remju font family accident here as well, so I don't think we're escaping that. Make sure to always mark your flow starting point. Make sure to always do that. Then add an interaction of on delay, because right now this is the first frame. This is repeated twice because we need this blob to animate, become bigger, and let's just leave this to after delay. So I don't want any delays at all, but sometimes Figma takes time for these UIs to load, so we're just going to leave it at 800 milliseconds. You can reduce this even further. I reduced this to like 10 milliseconds in the beginning. We can just do 100. That's just going to be it. And then we're going to navigate to the next frame, which is frame 1. This is going to navigate with smart animate and gentle animation with the timing of 2500. So what that's going to do is it's going to animate quite slowly, allow us to really view this effect nice and clean. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to repeat this a couple of times over and over again. All right, just take this frame, add another interaction, and trigger it to on... No, not on hover. Why am I doing on hover? On click. We're just doing simple things right now, and then we can get to this navigation section here as well. I hope the green witch amongst us is watching still. I'm always hoping. Anyways, navigate to the next frame, which is frame 6, and also very, very simply use smart animate to use the gentle timing feature. 800 milliseconds is fine, because now we're just switching screens right now, and you don't need to have anything too complicated for this. Make sure to like this video in this very, very calm voice, which I've now adopted for this whole UI design stream. All right, let's just get this animated as well. Tomorrow's UI design is going to tackle a basic frame, an image which follows your cursor. So it's going to be quite a delight to watch. So just don't miss it. And this has to be navigated to this one, not this one. This is the pre-animation state. Don't animate the last frame back to the pre-animation state. Navigate it back to the after animation state, which is the second frame. All right, now that we've taken care of this, let's start to view the glory of what we've built for ourselves. So let's just click on play and start with the animating. If you guys ever... All right, let's just see what this does now. This had a cool animation, but where did it go away? We'll fix that. This had a cool animation, but we have to sort of fix it. So the very first thing that we're going to do is go right here. In fact, go right here and make sure this blue is also present right here, so we're just going to take this blue, where did my blue frame go? We're just going to place this outside of the second frame. This was overlapping this, and then also have a blue frame inside of this guy, which is called frame 4. This is a mistake. You need to rename this to frame 3 because this frame is also renamed to frame 3, so both of them have to be the same for animation Figma Smart Animate feature to work. And once you start to rename them the same way, that's when your animation is going to start to occur. So check this out. Super duper cool, super duper nice. Again, the next thing we're going to do is we need to animate this. So this is called, let's just check the name of this green one really quickly. It's called frame 5. We need to get this out of frame 2 and get this out of this weird mesh which we have created for ourselves, and now everything is much more simple. Frame 5 is the frame that we need. Let's just place, what is this doing? All right, let's just place this inside the frame. Let's just, Asad says, can we customize the animations, or is it only limited to the inbuilt animations given? You can customize, you can do a lot of cool customizable stuff from the animations given in Figma as well. We just don't scratch the surface of it. We've barely scratched the surface of it. I might make a whole animations video on like Figma and stuff, and that should hopefully help things out along a little bit. Alright, so now that we have this green called frame 5, we're going to go right here, search for frame 5, which is again renamed the same. Super duper cool, because animations will now work really well for us. Now we're going to go to this gold, and see here also we have a beautiful weird messed up mesh, and so we just need to get all of these out of this whole mess, get them settled just outside of this frame. Again, just get these frames really calmly, just get them out, because if you don't, then they're just going to mess up in your face even more. So you don't want that. You're just going to fix it really simply. Our gold, which is called frame 4, you could rename all of these, but I'm too lazy to just rename anything. I'm just going to rename this to frame 4 once again, and now we'll start to see what we've made. So let's check this out, you guys. This is animating very well. I don't think it's animating the way I intended it to animate, but it's still animating really well. So this is coming out from a weird angle which is messed up. Let's just fix that. Where did my frame 5 go? So my frame 5 was, I think we need to place this at least, I think let's just place this right below, and then maybe send it inside frame 6, send it to back, right click and send it to back. And then this works perfectly well. Check this out. Perfect animation. Did you see the blob growing effect? This is beautiful. I am completely in love with the way this works. So perfect. So beautiful. Just check this out. Super duper well. And then when you just go to the next frame, it just comes up from the side. Very nice. And then that same thing happens weirdly. I don't know why the green one isn't working. Let's just fix why the green frame isn't working. So this frame 5 is actually, I think it's weirdly placed right now. So let's just collapse all of these other boxes. Hopefully, okay, so all of these frames are placed inside of group 6, which is a problem because group 6 closes really soon. So we'll just drag it out of group 6. We have to make them equal elements from group 6. So just make everything an equal element from group 6. I don't care if stuff's messing up right now. We'll just get this all fixed. Don't worry if it looks messed up. You just got to fix it. Alright, and now we're going to start to try to animate these things. Hopefully it does a little bit better than it did last time. This works perfectly. Check this out, you guys. This green witch called Ashmit works perfectly. Check it out. So nice. Such a beautiful animation. The last animation that we need to take care of is the red one coming in. So we just have to copy this red one and place it somewhere which we haven't seen before. So let's just place it outside as well. You can place it on this side as well, and that would work well too. Let's just because we have done one here, we have done at the top, we have done one at the bottom, we have to do one on the side as well. Basically that makes sense. Alright, the green witch has been extremely silent from the moment I created the whole green witch frame. The green witch is extremely silent. Green witch, speak up. Alright, so I think one of the issues you'll face now is this black was actually the color of the frame. As long as this remains inside of the frame, it will always be visible in front of the black. The only way you're going to fix that without giving a certain extra rectangle to change the color of this weird thing to black is if you reduce the appearance opacity to 0%, and then basically rename this to frame 6. Alright, this is renamed to frame 6. Let's hope this is also frame 6. Is this frame 6? No, this is frame 2. So then we just have to change this to frame 2 as well. So we just go right here. So the way we make it disappear now is we go to frame 6. Where is frame 2? What is frame 2? Alright, so frame 2 is actually here. So we'll just get rid of the second frame, and we'll just rename this to frame 2. And hopefully it fades in. That's the whole goal. Hopefully it fades in. Let's try it out. This works perfectly. So calm, so pretty. No one would believe this is happening in a witch UI. This actually zooms in really well, but it zooms out quite weirdly. So I need to fix that. Where is my red witch? So this is my red witch. The only way I'm going to fix that right now is because this is the screen where all of the errors start to happen, which is going to switch this to 0%, and hopefully that should fix the errors. Now we're just going to restart this beautiful animation that comes in. Next, perfect. Next, perfect. Next. This still fades out, which honestly bums me out a little bit. What to do? I think we could fix it. Because you have to send it out in order for it to come in. So what can we do? If we just got rid of it for this UI, I don't think that would be very dangerous. We can just close the I button, and let's hope that fixes things. That this is still going out. Let's just refresh this. This is one of the live errors that you guys witness me fixing. Alright, let's just try and get rid of it for a moment. Let's see if that fixes out the weird splash out animation effect. Let's see. Still no fix. Alright, so two ideas come to mind. Actually, I think this is happening because of this green UI. Why did I not take care of the green UI? I think I should just switch this appearance to 0% as well, because it isn't needed anymore. Alright, let's just go back, start animating stuff. This works. What just happened? Alright, I deleted the other frame, which is my fault, so I just have to fix that. This appearance looks fine, and we're just going to do this again. Alright, this works perfectly. This works completely perfectly now. Zooms in, animates perfectly. Let's just do the navigation buttons, do this section, and that'll be the end of it. And then we can go on to check out the case study, which we have in the group as well. So let's just click on this navigation button, because this is truly the point from which we'll start animating. These buttons are going to animate with their own interactions. I know the animating part took a little bit of time, but the end result looks so worth it, so cool, that I just couldn't do the injustice of taking that away from all of us. And let's just bring this right here. Let's just bring let's just bring this right here. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is this is again super work that you do when you're just super duper calm. Not a lot of screaming happening here. I hope the witches have left the Figma curse. If they have left us, we'll create another witch UI so that we can get a couple of other witches. But I don't think the green witch is leaving my life anytime soon, which I absolutely love. I would want the green witch to stay in my life for a little while. A long while. Let's just send this guy back. And also this is going to animate to next to go to our red UI. So let's just take this last one. And of course, this is again a complicated step, but it works perfectly. And now you're going to get to witness the ultimate magic. Navigation buttons navigate, do their job perfectly. Check out this beautiful UI design, the best we've ever done on this channel, the one I'm most proud of. All of us as a community got to rename these UIs. Other than this one is my personal best friend in the whole world, so I'm just not messing with this at all. Wildwood Crone. Anyways, perfect UI design. And now I'm just going to share this with you all, so you can also have a lot of fun with it in the chat. If you join, your name will be visible right here, and it's going to be so fun. Let's just send this right here. Oops, it's actually way too long, so we just have to go to URL shortener. Just stick with me, you guys. I promise you this is so worth it. Nikhil says maza aa gaya, ma'am. Thank you. You are extremely welcome. I had a ton of fun as well. I'm not going to lie. Today's been one of the best streams we've ever had, and that's because we had the Green Witch with us. I truly have the Green Witch to thank for all of the fun that we've had, and also all of you guys. Super duper amazing crew, wonderful people in the whole world. Let's just check out. Oops, what am I doing? Getting into my infinite glitch. Anyone who's here and everyone who's here, including Yusuf and another anonymous person, all of you are visible here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's just go to the Discord group and check out the case study really quickly, because of course, why not? So we've been sent a case study by, oops, who sent me the case study? Hold on, I'm just getting the case study now. This is the Launch Your Own Portfolio Masterclass. Join it. Happens tomorrow. I think I got this. Hold on a minute. I'm going to get the case study now, because this case study was very requested one. I have to get this case study. If you guys have anything else you want me to review, just make sure to send it over and I'll just take a look at it, because of course this person has been a long time. All right, I think we have it. All right, so this is I think this is the one they were talking about. Let's review this UI design, because it has been requested in our Discord group. Let's open all of these in the browser. And so my initial comments are this is a good UI. It does have a color palette which is good for you. I don't think red and purple are the two colors I would place right here. Maybe change this to a black, and just maybe have a really dark color over here. Otherwise, I think it's quite on point. I think this is actually good for a first site. If you guys are struggling for the fonts, because I see you are just a little bit. If you're struggling with the fonts, there is a secret cheat sheet to how you can. There are 5 fonts and 3 color palettes which you basically need to know as a beginner in UI design, and weird font issues like this would not happen again. I'm going to share that cheat sheet if we reach 300 subscribers by tomorrow, which is, I know, very ambitious, but let's just hope. Otherwise it's going to be out in quite a while, so just subscribe and we'll just share that cheat sheet with you as well. A lot of lack of white spaces here. There is not a lot of space here to just look and just you all can share your comments here as well. There isn't a lot of space here to just talk about just breathing room, which is what the problem was with Akaru's UI design as well. So not a lot of breathing room, weird layout per se. You could have a little bit of space, and that should hopefully fix things a little bit. I think this is a good image, but maybe add a landing page here, because this just makes things extremely messy. Otherwise, it's a good UI design, no issues whatsoever. Spacing might need a little bit more work, but footer is on point. Footer is on point, and yes, that is about it. Maybe make this a little bit lighter, maybe don't make it as messy as this is, but other than that, this is an extremely good UI design. If you have anything else for me to review, make sure to join the Discord group. It's in the first link in the description of this video. So I can't really show you the description of this video, but let me just show you the description of this video, because someone wasn't able to find it yesterday, and that was quite disappointing. Hold on. Just give me a moment. I'm going to go to my channel and I'm going to show you the whole thing that I'm talking about. Let's hope we don't echo our own voice over here. So in the description of this video, you are going to find the link to assets for this UI design and the Launch Your Own Portfolio Masterclass right here. Make sure to click on it. Make sure to join this Discord group. Just click on this, and that will just take you to our direct link, and you'll find all of the basic images and all of the assets and all of the stuff that you need to have for all of the 100 days of UI design, and also more. You can send us stuff that you want us to review. We have so much fun on the Discord group. Truly one of the best design communities ever to have existed on this channel, on this earth. Let me just rephrase that. Alright, thank you so much everyone for watching. We've learned so much today. Just sliding animations, really cool UIs, which is curses, font families, and how to escape them, 2 or 3 places to look at font families really well, blobs, and just making your UI have a really good regal feel, animations, so much fun stuff that we learned. I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and also at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at how to make a cursor follow your how to make a square or a image or a circle, whatever it is, follow your cursor. That's also a really, really cool awards themed effect. So we're switching to like awards themed, really, really advanced sites now. Advanced stage of UI design is finally starting. We've completed 1/4 of the UI design journey in the 100 days of UI design. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, take care and goodbye.